This is sort of important. Like, if you guys have the tower advantage, when they go for your tower, like, you guys should feel like you have the option to defend, I think. I'm not sure what
I
happened.
don't we have to like send like all our heroes top there? So
No,
I
but
was
so sorry. You should have the option to like use the fact that they have to hit your 1800 HP thing here, right?
yeah.
So because they got double kick here, like you guys should feel like you should be able to poke mid tower, I think at least, or
I
like
think
put
that's
some
what
pressure on the map.
happens.
Okay.
So I think I remember. I think someone on our team made the call to like go fight them top, and I said I wanted
Hmm.
to go mid instead.
Okay.
Lena cancels TP here,
I
but they
see.
had a ward mid.
Yeah.
I can't remember how well it goes, but I remember pinging.
And I think like the problem here is like this tower is like it's already dying by the time
Yeah,
you guys are like starting to come mid.
yeah.
And it's not like
This guy's
I.
fucking crazy.
It's pretty good. And
Yeah.
this is like the right play, right? Like the concepts are right. Like they're all showing on here, so you guys can make the other play. And
Yeah.
staying around here is probably pretty risky. I don't know what ends up happening. I honestly, that's pretty good for you guys. This is sort of where like the next phase in Dota begins is after 10
Yeah.
minutes because your supports are starting to have ultimates. You get the book.
Mm-hmm.
Generally, what happens between 8 and 10 minutes is you need two cores to join up. But now when supports have ultimates, you can like find more creative ways to get kills on the map. So
Yeah.
Lena has 6. Maybe she can go somewhere. She can connect to Legion or connect to the Monkey King, and they can both kill someone. And you need to figure out like what part of the map you're playing in. So
Mm-hmm.
generally, it's going to be you want to play in 2 lanes of Dota. So it's not like some strict rule. The other thing I should say is like you've heard of like a dead lane concept, right?
I sure have.
Yeah. So like the dead lane concept, it was TI5. It was made by me and Boba because CDEC kept running at our safe lane, right? Basically, we would have that, and at some point, like we don't want to play in our safe lane. The problem with how the dead lane is applied in North American Dota is that people think that it applies no matter what. So for example, like someone to say like this is the dead lane and no one should play here, and literally for the next like 10 minutes, like no one will take any creeps in this area or apply any pressure to this part of the map. And then you're only playing in like 2/3 of the map, which makes no sense in Dota. Like there's gonna be situations where it's the best play to play up here and protect the safe lane or something. The only reason like you talk about Dota or you try to learn is so that you can build understanding to your model of Dota and like better apply it. So for me, the weakness in their lineup, since this guy is going Xer, is they actually don't have any damage on their like they just don't have any damage early game. So I think
Mm-hmm.
if this was set up, like if Monkey and Oracle don't both die to his first goal, and there's
Mm-hmm.
just a hero sitting here with an Oracle behind him and the trees, then
Yeah.
there's no way they can kill you. Like if it's some Legion commander. But the problem is like they're like getting called out, like not at the tower. Like they should understand that once this tower's died, no one's defending it. They have to be making a play either mid or top because they weren't bottom, right?
Mm-hmm.
But instead, like you guys are sort of like playing aggressive everywhere. Like I think this is fine. Like you guys know they aren't bottom. I think this is like probably a support should be taking it right now and getting EXP with the expectation that they might get dove and they need to like say buyback for the fight or something. But like this is
Yeah.
like probably not okay where this tower dies and they're still playing aggressive top.
Okay. I see.
It's like it's not that easy to like it made it really hard to take towers early. That's why like at TI, like for example, like LGD, they had like one of the slowest tower taking times of all the teams at the tournament. It was because like the new TP scroll, you can TP so far. So it makes it so that when you die towers or you even go closer to towers to go on heroes, like they're like 200 or 300 range closer when they TP in and they'll kill you. It's the same thing here. Like once this guy used arena, like in my head, there's no way that this tower should die. For like
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Monkey King can use his TP like this because he should understand that you guys will want to defend this tower. If there's a way for you to like get resources and then like
Yeah.
Oracle TPs to a tier 2, you TP to a tier 1 and you just sit here, aggro and defend this tower, I think it's a really good option. I mean,
But
going mid together, sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna ask, how do you decide? So like this game, right?
Yeah.
When someone brought up defending top tower, I said like I want to go on mid instead, right? So like,
Uh-huh.
how do you decide like the value between like if it's better to defend top or better to go mid?
Um I think it's hard to have a hard evaluation like that. I mean, if you guys knew you can make this play where you kill the enemy mid who's top net worth in game and then you take his tower, that's by far the better play. What I'm just trying to do is like provide
Mm-hmm.
options here. Like you guys
Yeah.
could defend this tower if you wanted to, or
Okay.
you could go mid. And honestly, like I feel like if you're going to go mid, you guys should have committed more resources to it. Like I think if Monkey King's gonna TP here, like someone should drop on smoke, and you guys should just smoke the 3 of you and go mid.
Yeah.
And you go Monkey Stun into a duel or something, and then all of a sudden like this is an actual play. What happened instead is like this is a big play, right? Like this is our top net worth hero. It's mid tower, generally the most important tower in the map, and you guys just sort of walk up to him and kill him. It shouldn't happen, but it just does. Like the tower hits you and he's still like walking forward and using spells.
Yeah.
So, which I mean, like, this is the right play. All I'm saying is like I see this happen a lot in, like when I watch any DPC where they'll like try to go for mid tower, but there's not a real plan. Like they literally just like walk up and try to hit it. And if you're gonna go for a big objective, you should use big commitment.
I see.
And like you should pop that smoke or whatever you want. So the next part of the game, so I guess here. So what's happening here is like this is sort of like a dead lane concept because if you look at your vision, you guys have all vision on bottom side, and no one should really want to play here right now. How you can play in this area, I wish I could draw on the map. So is you guys force someone to show here because you have a wagon here. You can shove this wave in. And then as soon as someone shows here, you guys can think about smoking into your jungle and having the person who's forcing this in TP to the shrine and taking a 5v4. Because vision's a huge advantage in Dota, right? So the only way you can make up for the disadvantage is to have additional heroes or to get the perfect initiation. The problem this game is that your heroes are sort of pathetic if you look at like your 2 to 5 and you have no real way to initiate.
Yep.
Still, I think it should have happened more. Like, I think thinking about the lanes and like what pressuring the lanes does is really important. Like here, killing this mid wave is fine. So again, like your heroes can't really do that much. You guys get a kill, but it's like a little bit awkward to do. Like right here, as soon as you guys disengage, Monkey King should be like running to bottom instantly. Like honestly, like setting up here far in these neutral camps is like, this is like a forbidden camp, for example. Because it doesn't give you that much gold, and you guys are just sort of hanging around here, and you just need this lane pressure so you can think about how to respond to this. They showed off here, so it's good by Leshrac to come up and push it, but he has to understand that like after he shows up here, like he's not going to be able to get more.
Yeah.
I mean, they're showing a lot of heroes.
Yeah.
And that's also just sort of unfortunate that he's getting solo killed, right? Like that, the concept's not bad because so many people are showing, but he just had to be a bit more aware. Like his items, I don't think are correct this game. Like he should just get used this game because your heroes can't initiate. And then what happens is like you guys all sort of get dragged up here. Like as soon as this guy's dead, you probably can't bring all your heroes into this area because you're weaker. Like you're going into vision and you lost a hero already. It's like sort of the opposite of what how you would regain control of your jungle. I mean, to be honest, this game, because your Leshrac went for travels, like you sort of had to sack your game and get an early Blink Dagger. Because like you have to think about like how your heroes can kill the enemy heroes. But I don't think it feels good to play. I think it would have been easier if you just bought the Yo Scepter or Hood or whatever Leshrac's normally buy.
What would you buy on LC if I didn't have to, like if we had catch? Like,
If you had catch?
BKB? Yeah.
I think Armlet Blink BKB. I would still get the Blink.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I didn't feel bad about having to get Blink at this point.
This game, yeah, no, it's fine. But I think because of how your game state was, like you can't buy phase boots this game, for example. Because like you guys just don't have a way to kill heroes on the map. So that means like you have to like sacrifice a bit, don't get the phase boots, and just get the faster Blink Dagger.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like I don't know when you would have got Blink, but if it's a bit earlier, maybe you get a bit of priority and you're able to like actually kill some things. So you guys take a fight mid. It goes very well. And there's like this sort of like the same concept from them. Like it's 15 minutes into the game or something, and like they're trying to make a play with like one core and two supports when this like one support doesn't do any damage on Wyvern, right? Like honestly, like this is pretty unlucky for you that they got the kill on you because this should not happen. I mean, I don't think their lineup is particularly great unless this guy goes Quasso X on a Volker. I don't know why he's going Exort with a Medusa, but yeah, that's the idea there. Dude, this guy's just a beast. He's actually just a beast.
He just stalled on us, man. He just killed everyone.
Yeah. And I think what's happening here is you guys are like thinking a lot about how to like I see this a lot in a little bit lower level Dota where like you guys get this pick off and you guys sort of see a Wyvern here like, oh, can we kill him? And then like honestly, like it's not real really realistic to dive a Wyvern this game, right? Like you guys just don't have the
Yeah.
heroes for it. But what happens is the most important thing that happens is that you guys lost control of this mid lane. Like you guys got a kill on Shakiro, which is good. But what should happen after this is that this Shakiro is dead. This Wyvern's showing here. We can kill this wave and we can take control of this mid lane. And what would have happened if you guys ran towards here is that you would have prevented them from pushing this out. Like you guys honestly might have even killed this Evoker, given better heroes.
What would you do, like the hero spread in that situation? Like would you send like Monkey Bot and then?
I think Oracle goes with Leshrac. Monkey farms these camps on the way, and then you Oracle and Legion and Lina can just nuke this or something. Or you can think about killing, and Monkey can come. Like it just depends on what you think the best play is in the given time. Like maybe you guys just show the Leshrac here to make them feel safe, and then the 4 of you go here. You can even think about smoking and putting a ward here, and then Leshrac can TP in because he has travels onto the wave, and you guys like 5-man claps on the hero here. You guys don't have duels, so it's a little awkward, and you guys don't have that many stuns, but you guys should try to like chain the plays, because like if they show a hero here and they die on a hero, like they're very vulnerable anywhere on the map. It doesn't mean you have to like smoke all the way across the map, but it means like you should at least get these 2 lanes of control. Okay, so now what happens here is that because like nothing's sort of happening on the map, your 1 and 2 are like farming in the same lane, which is really awkward. And then we're just like sort of hitting jungle creeps, and they have like more lane pressure. So we have to show mid, and then at the same time they just go on bottom. Generally, I think it's pretty forbidden to farm all the way down here alone. Like, if Monkey want to farm, you guys take control mid. He can farm back like this towards triangle, like killing these camps. And then you guys can think about taking this back because they're going to show bottom to just pressure. And then what's happening now is like, you guys are sort of all like wandering, doing your own thing. It's a bit because of itemization. Like, Leshrac has travels. You had a bit later blink. Like, for example, you would have blinked now if you didn't go phase boots. Or maybe not. Maybe you wouldn't have been able to catch a Jakiro. But if you guys were like all on the same page together, like maybe you would have got some of these kills.
The roaming, no,
I mean, that's
shield
a good kill.
Medusa.
Yeah, honestly, I wouldn't expect them in my triangle either. But
yeah, I mean, we went
Maybe you
there
should know,
specifically to like get the Medusa because she was showed top right, and we thought she was gonna farm back there. But
yeah, that's a good play. I mean, the idea generally in Dota is like each team has a finite amount of resources, right? Because you have like 5 heroes, and there's only so much you can do. So if you're showing some of those resources on one side of the map, it means you lose control of the other. And understanding how that imbalance works is how I like to think about like getting plays on the map.
Yeah.
So like, you know, that's how, like, for me, like the most important thing in Dota a lot of times is like the TP scroll, because as soon as they use the TP scroll, it means that they can't get to the other side of the map. Like, you've played those games, like, you know, a very fast Sven will TP bottom, and all of a sudden, like, you just smoke and you go top, and then if you find anyone, they're dead. The fight's free. And that play was really good. I think the problem here also is that, like, you guys are showing onto Medusa, and that means, like, everyone else on the map should play a bit more careful, right? So, like, Lina, like, she knows that you're killing Medusa here. She should just chill. Her job isn't to push this lane out anymore. It's just to wait until they show, because you've already killed the carry. Like, you guys have already gotten the biggest objective on the map. At the same time, like, you guys show here, and your Monkey King sort of making, like, a solo play on mid. Where is Monkey King right now? Oh, he's
flying.
He's flying.
Oh.
So it's like the same thing here, right? Like, you guys expended resources to kill Dusa here, and you're taking a tier 1 top. There's no way you guys can like go for an additional extra play here without it being very risky. Maybe this works out, I have no idea. But like I feel like that was like a pretty slow reaction for them, and the fact like it's an XOR invoker. So right now, what you guys should think is that this lane is very, very pushed in, and you guys need to find a way to fix this. As soon as invoker shows top, I mean, he has travels, but you guys need to group up and find a way to get 2 lanes of control again, so you guys can make plays. So generally, like, have you heard about the like 2 lanes of control concept?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, the general idea is just you have 5 heroes. You can't control all 3 lanes because you're not strong enough. So you play in like mid +1 lane. You're generally just fighting over that.
Yeah.
And then what happens here is like,
this was like we made the call to like go connect a Monkey with a smoke, I think. But we don't smoke for some reason. But we're going towards him and he dies like while we're heading down there.
I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty unfortunate.
Yeah.
Oh no. Yeah, that's unlucky. I mean, like, even if you could have blink saved the Monkey King, it's like the same thing again, right? Because you guys lost this part of the map due to like earlier plays.
Yeah.
It's a big objective to try to get that area of the map back. Like, you guys should. I mean, you guys need to have a smoke here. Like, Lena needs to be carrying one.
Yeah.
Or honestly, you can carry one in offlane. It's really helpful. And they're really cheap right now. You guys smoke down, you get some vision here, and all of a sudden you're controlling bot to mid, and then you can actually play Dota. But instead, what happens is like this Evoker, he's so strong this game. It's the same thing. Like after these fights, because your lineup is sort of weird, like the lanes aren't really getting shoved, so they always have like the creep wave advantage on you. Like right now, like someone has to deal with top, and like this bot lane is pushed in. It's like a huge advantage if both side lanes are pushed in because they just have more information than you.
Yeah.
This Invoker is actually a beast.
Right? He's so good. Fucking Ashen. Ashen Dash.
I mean, I think to summarize, like what it came down to is like, I mean, first it's a draft. Like I think the concepts in the draft were sort of wrong, because you guys just sort of let Invoker have a free draft, and then it made the rest of the draft feel weird. But it felt like you guys never properly established map control or like understood the right heroes that had to connect to each other. And then as a result of that, like Monkey King never really hit a real time in this game. Like it's 21 minutes and he has some diffuse Echo Saber. Like he's not actually going to be able to play Dota in this game. I also think it's sort of like you guys. I think this diffuse is sort of cool because you guys should all in at this point and try to kill them. But Monkey King, like he's not going to come back into this game by farming. Like you guys should just go 5-man and try to force a fight and win. There's no farming your way back into this type of Dota game against
That's
these
a question,
heroes.
actually. If you just saw our smoke move there, what would you do if you were in opposition? Because like I was thinking, oh well, we want to like we don't see them, so I don't really know where to go. I'm thinking Medusa's shown top, so she's probably gonna triangle. But then like when we tried to go to the triangle, they were all just standing up there, right?
Yeah.
So it's like a failed smoke.
So I think the smoke is just sort of a bad smoke because bot's pushed in, top is pushing in, mid's like on your side. You guys have no real vision that'll see them, and you guys don't have item timing. So like there's no condition that makes me feel like you guys want to smoke. Like usually you smoke at this point in the game, like your Monkey King gets BKB. Okay, let's go smoke and fight or something. Right. Oh, we have a good ward here. We can go smoke to it and take a fight with a vision advantage. But like even if this game was even, this smoke shouldn't work. Because there's nothing to make it work. Like if it works, it's because they messed up rather than you guys making a correct play, in my opinion. Like what this smoke should do, if you guys want to smoke, is you should use the smoke. Like 3 heroes should smoke, 1 hero should shove mid, and you should use the smoke to protect the mid hero shoving and protect the Monkey King to shove mid bottom. So then you can get some deep vision and get some control of the map. And then once you have 2 lanes in, you know, maybe their Monkey King gets to push this all the way in. Someone has to TP here, and you can do another smoke and chain it into like taking actual map control, killing someone mid, or like thinking about protecting this jungle and play that way.
Yep.
But as it stands, like I don't think there's like potential for this type of play to work.
Yeah, we were like, this sucks, and then we like stopped.
Yeah.
But I always get like, I get caught up in like I don't really know what to do when there's like a
I think it's really easy to get lost in Dota.
Yeah. And
I think what happens is like it ends up being the responsibility of the heroes that have the timing to talk about it. So in this game, like both your Leshrac and your Monkey King are 200 gold from BKB. So if this smoke didn't happen and they just focused on farming, like maybe they would have it right now, and then you could like start chaining smokes. Maybe, I don't know. Like it always seems like you guys never established bottom lane control. Like you guys took this tower, and the lane doesn't really push to this tower and hit it, so you guys don't get any information. Now what happens is like you guys get gone on like before Monkey has his BKB. I mean, I don't think Monkey can farm like this without BKB. Like he's just sort of in the middle of the map where everyone wants to be. And I think he has his BKB. He just needs to buy recipe and disassemble, right? So that's sort of unfortunate. Yeah, and like at the end of the day, what happens is like because you guys never established map control, like you guys won't be able to get wards down. Like there's no flow over the map where you can like move between areas and like provide threat or get information. And then you guys won't get any wards, and it would lead to this. Like you guys just feel like you can't do anything because there's no setup for you guys to do anything. Like you guys have to build that foundation of getting lanes in so you can see heroes, so you can get wards out, so that you can see more heroes, so you can take the proper fights. You can't. This game it just sort of skipped to like we want to fight and we have to like go do something, smoke into a triangle sort of deal.
Yep. So the next game we play, we should focus on that concept then.
Yeah, I think like finding ways to shove lanes and then using that information is generally really important.